as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be.
Would you say he wants to make war great again?
We need to go back to the days of mustard gas. Back when war was great.
That Geneva Convention was stupid, am I right, Snake?
The Treaty of Versailles was awful. It's like, look, Snake's like, I know who this guy really is.
World gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les Enfants Terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us.
Wait, so he believes in pro-life.
Ooh.
You see, he called them actual human being brothers.
Nice.
So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
Why did it come back to this again?
1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry.
Boy, this guy has really thought this out. Like, Liquid has really thought out his whole plan. What's your plan? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I have an doctoral thesis here.
Liquid just really hasn't talked to anyone in like a week, so he just really wants to talk.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
Selfish gene theory? Yes, now I have an FMV to show you real quick.
Genes, it's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why
I feel like Kojima had to go through like 6 months of biology courses at college just to figure out all of this. Just to figure out this whole dialogue that we've been listening to.
You know what I find funny? He's both pro-life and also like pro-evolution.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh no! Are my hands tied up or something?
Look behind you.
I said, look behind you.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a PDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
I'm not wearing a shirt.
Colonel, airdrop a shirt.
Answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
Well, that's really specific.
Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life.
I'd like if they like cut to the person playing the piano behind him.
Are you sure?
Do 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 do.
I can do for you.
It's like Hotel Transylvania's playing in the background of this.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run.
Cancel.
After that, there's no turning
I'm gonna
back.
tell them that the bombing run
What are you doing?
voted for Trump, and then they will cancel it.
Really? What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Colonel Sanders.
He's been placed under arrest.
Did you know that I got away with saying the N-word back in the day? Papa John's pointed it out, so I had him removed.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this
How
operation.
ridiculous. This man that I appointed ahead of this operation thought he was in charge of this operation.
I'm sure
Anyway,
he would want the
want to hear me say it? Snake immediately hangs up.
Snake's like, no. Naomi immediately logs on to the chat, like, yeah.
Plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media.
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your
Did I mention?
satisfied.
I have the recessive genes and you have the dominant genes.
Look at my genes. They're recessive. Here's a microscope. Look at them.
You'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Okay. Are we just gonna stare at each other?
How about you, Snake?
Snake like goes over to her and like, all right, let's bang. Even though she's knocked out, he's just like forcing himself on her.
Okay, well that's not okay.
Well, he's gonna die in 2 minutes.
Oh, so now morality's out the window for Snake.
So it's okay.
Everything all right, Snake?
I'm just sitting here like,
Snake, are you okay? Yeah.
yeah.
Know anything about fighting?
What?
Got to be.
So he can't help?
No. Otacon, could I have some rations? Wait, why don't you get any weapons?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna run around and do this.
Well, you have 2 minutes. Why was he like duck? Wow, that was like a roundhouse kick there.
It's like fighting Riku in the first Kingdom Hearts. Oh no!
Why would you fall out there?
I didn't try to. Oh no!
I think you need to get closer.
I'm sure I do, but I don't want to give him the option to hit me. Well, he's a better fighter than I am, clearly.
Well, you need to... I don't know. You need to be better.
Hashtag be better?
You need to hashtag be better. And you need to know what you're fighting for.
A world with women in bikinis across every beach.
Okay.
Good-looking women. Not bad-looking women.
You just see, like, Snake, like, his punches do 2 times as much. Snake's like, ah!
He just falcon punches him off the side. See, this is not easy.
No, especially only in, like, 3 minutes. When 30 seconds of that 3 minutes was literally you staring at each other.
I know. Come on. I don't know how I'm going to beat him in this time limit.
I don't know. Well, you're already over halfway there.
And halfway gone. Whoa,
Whoa, whoa!
I know
What
here.
is this, like, the Juggernaut?
Okay, come on.
He's gonna do his kneeling headbutt move.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whoa,
Jeez,
jeez.
okay, fine. No, I'm
No,
not.
there's 30.
Oh,
Gee. Oh, you knocked him out. Can you, like, stomp on his feet?
Seth, why would I stomp on his feet?
His hands.
Come on, get up. Oh, jeez.
You're out of time.
You have, like, 1 hit left. Oh, he killed you.
Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Jeez.
Wait, who even was that? Was that
Melee.
Mei-Ling? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. I have more time now. Because, see, now I have the full 3 minutes.
So why this time did it not have the staring contest?
I don't know. Well, the staring contest wasn't canon. George Lucas meant to remove that.
Oh, okay.
But they
he
put
did-
it... Well, no, they put it back in.
Okay.
Actually, that was the...
Why George Lucas?
Well, anyways.
okay.
Well,
Kojima's like, hey, George Lucas, I saw your work on Star Wars. Can you come work on Metal Gear Solid?
yeah, can you consult with me? How come every hit he does more damage? You know, for such a whiny prick about his recessive genes, he seems a lot stronger than I am.
Well, hey, are you dissing his recessive genes?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
He's like,
Oh.
hey, Snake, did I mention I have recessive genes?
Going to blow.
What?
So if he blocks like that, is he just always able to hit me right after?
I don't know, but I think we all missed his Kesha reference.
Yeah, so that
He's like,
just,
this place about to blow.
So this thing he's doing, a lot of times he's able to just counter me if I hit him during it.
Okay.
Not really a lot of room to maneuver here.
No, it's not a very tall platform.
One thing I like, by the way, without spoiling it, is that there is another fight, essentially, in Metal Gear Solid 4 that is sort of just like this,
Okay.
but it's a lot better and more cinematic. That's a game that I have no idea how we're going to play through, because I really want to play it, but it is so many cutscenes.
Oh, okay.
So...
Is the final battle Snake shirtless? Because otherwise I'm not interested.
I don't remember.
Otherwise
actually.
I'm not interested if it's not.
Oh, well then
Whoa.
definitely. He's actually pantsless.
Oh, okay. I'm very interested. Okay, why didn't you just fall off there?
Well, because, you know, it's liquid and...
And he's liquid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get up. Come on, charge me. Charge me.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I might actually beat him.
Hit me. Right. Oh, go kick him. You missed. Oh, like one more hit. One more hit.
I know,
one more hit. Whoa! Hey, that was a nice way to dodge. Nice.
Thank you.
You beat him.
Oh, yeah! Was this an endless abyss? We're not that high up. He just falls directly into the center of the earth.